Alright, hey guys. So I'm gonna be doing actually different. I need to change the title real quick. KBOS to So that's what I'm gonna be doing tonight. Turn that down a little bit. So this is the flight. So it's done. It was done with an Airbus, but I'm gonna be using the Boeing 733. So we're gonna be just north. So we're gonna come out here and then land. I'm gonna pull up the charts for each airport so I can have an idea of how they left. Here's our route. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this set up. And yeah, we'll get going. So just bear with me while I get all this going. Let's start up X-Plane first off. If I can find my damn X-Plane there. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be departing 22 left. I'll show you the chart here. So, we depart 22 left, and then we come out here, it looks like, and then we just move along, and then landing at JFK. Let's pull up those. JFK charts. So that is gonna be what? Is that this one? 31 left. Does that sound right? Because we crossed those two runways and it's the biggest one. Yep, so 31 left. So that's gonna be our arrival airport. Or fucking landing runway. So we're gonna set ourselves, okay, Boston. And we'll set ourselves near our runway at least. We're gonna be, oh, I guess we can't. So we'll just put ourselves there, Terminal Delta. I'm just gonna do match real world conditions, but I'm gonna set us to daytime for now. So while that's loading, I'm gonna turn off the music. It's not needed right now. I'll turn this back up. Okay. And then as soon as we load in, I will put us into a turnaround state. We'll see if that'll work for us today. If it doesn't, I'm just going to have to reset the aircraft. So we'll see. So yeah, we're just going to wait for this to load up. And then we'll kind of go from there. I'm going to be flying online as well for worldwide virtual. So yeah, we're just... Whoa. So I'm going to get my ACARs ready. So, if you want to follow along as to where I'm at, you can go to Worldwide Virtual. It's the virtual airline that I run through. It's just easier. You can use whatever plane you want. They're not too strict. But you can go here, and then I believe it's operations. You can go to the live flight map, and it'll be there. So, 8 cars. There's that. Worldwide. So this is all the shit I do usually behind the scenes, but I'm just trying to get this stream underway, so... Can go away. Ah, shit, I clicked on it too soon. Well, we'll set our ACARs up while X-Plane decides to be stupid. I clicked on it while it was loading. That was stupid of me. So I'm gonna reload X-Plane because it'll just sit there forever. Yes, and then let's move ACARs to my other screen. Actually, that should be okay. So we are gonna load my booked flights. This is a Delta flight. I don't think I have a Delta livery, so we're just going to deal with Southwest. But Delta, we're looking for KBOS. Here it is, JFK. Oh, it's an American Airlines. I think I might actually have that. So our cruise altitude, from what I remember, is 220. Whoops. Here it is. So we're going to be at flight level 220. Yep. So it's not too high. And it should be a short flight. If it's too short, we'll probably do another quick flight, maybe from JFK to KBNA. I'm not sure, but so yeah, we'll do this. Get that going. So it is a 7-3. Okay. So I'm gonna be flying the B732, I think. No, 733. There it is. Okay, so we have 109 people on board. I'm going to do new flight. That case, start flight. We'll let that load. And then once that's done, we will be able to start our ex-passengers and get all that set up. So. And I'm going to try that turnaround state. I don't know how well it's going to work, but hopefully it'll do well enough. All right. Let's get that full screen. If it decides to. So here's our ACARs. We have X-plane loading. It takes forever to load, so just bear with me here. So once this starts, we'll connect to the simulator and then we'll start the simulator. So just waiting on that. Takes forever to load in. I apologize. And I don't have scenery for Boston, so it's going to look standard. But I do for JFK, so. And we're going to be using ATC as well. There it is. Right. So it'll just freeze real quick while it thinks. And while it's doing that, 22 left is our departure runway. Wanted to make sure I knew which one we're using. Come on, there it is. Okay. So it looks like we're not even going to be at a terminal for some reason. So we'll just load people on via stairs. Let's go ahead and get our ground handling units to come up and do their thing. So we are going to set this to pre-flight turnaround. Set. I like doing 800. It's just I know I always have enough. Typical flight settings. Hey, how's it going, Brendan? All right, so that should be good. We have our ground crew going at it. So let's go ahead and set up the FMC here. Let me get our flight plan pulled up on my other screen. Alright, so we're going to be at KBOS. Oh, whoops, I have to get rid of that. Where is it? IVAP. You're going to be seeing some IVAP stuff coming up, or IVAO, flying online ATC coming soon. I just need to get better with it. KBOS to KJFK. Okay, and then let's go ahead and start my ACARS stuff. We'll connect to simulator. Flight AA30. Oops. That's not good. FSPs. Maybe we're not doing resources. Plug in. Yeah, it should be there. I don't know why it's not. Nope. Okay, we're not doing this tonight. That's okay. So anyways, we will go 2-hour route. So our first is OX S4. Yeah, I thought so. No? Where does it want us to go? Let's do departure. Oh, it's right here. Sucks S4, and we're going to be taking that 22 left departure. 22 left, okay. So Sox 4 to Sox. That was weird. And then we have Buzzard. Okay, Buzzard. And then we go to Say. And then we go direct to Robert 2, which arrival will be Robert 2. And then we will be landing in 31 left, or that's at least our goal. ILS 31 left. Okay, that should work. We'll activate that. Go into the legs. Clear any discos that we have. Okay, that should be good. So now what we need to do is go up here, go to my ATC, and then what we're gonna do is contact delivery frequency, and that should pop us up, but it's not for some reason. So let's do this frequency selector and try delivery. There it goes. Sometimes the game is different. So what we're gonna do, this is American Airlines, because I can't change it for whatever reason. Where did it go? Screw it. We're Southwest. 22. Okay. KBOS-2. Okay. Alright. We're going to be going to 220. Okay, that's alright. So now what we're going to do is put in the entire flight plan. So TJ or whatever is going to be our first waypoint. So we'll do TJ. I don't know if that matters. Bayuk. Jester. Harge, CCC, Robber, JFK, Zax, Mills, and then we'll land. So that should work, and we'll enter that flight plan. And then, so we're gonna load people up now, so let's get our ex-passengers, flight OP, Southwest 22, number of passengers 103, KBOS-2, KJFK, and we'll just leave that. We'll start offline flight. So that's all set. So we'll go up here, passengers, status. We'll move our frequency selectors up and put that right there. Okay, so we're pretty much all set. I'm going to turn on the fasten seatbelt sign, turn on our before takeoff, and we'll welcome everybody on board. We'll request the IFR clearance as well.
Welcome aboard this Qantas flight. It is a requirement you are familiar with.
It's kind of a bitch setting up, but once we get it, we'll turn on our logo strobe, collision lights, and all
for this
that.
safety demonstration.
Southwest.
Alright, so depart 15 right. We're gonna ask for a different runway to initial altitude of 9,000.
9,000 feet. Walk to 065.
Okay. And then it'll give us an option. We're gonna select other runway because I don't want to take that one. And I can't remember which one it was. I think it was 22? 22 left.
Southwest.
That's what we're going to ask for. And then they'll direct us to TJ. Okay, 2065 is our squawk code. Doesn't matter too much because I'm not online. So I swore by X-Plane by FSX for a very, very, very long time, and then I got X-Plane, and I have to say, X-Plane feels a lot more authentic, and the flight is better. I do miss PMDG though, my NGX, so you got to take that. But this IXCG is incredible. So, okay, 9,000 is our initial. Let's go ahead and set up the rest of our FMC. And then we'll get our engines started in a second. So contact ground, then 1219 or decimal 9. Okay. So our weight will be 4393. 3. Gross weight. Okay, reserves. We'll just say we have 2. Cost index is fine. 220 is our cruise altitude. Not going too high. And 1 will leave as is. Takeoff, we're going to be using 5 flaps. I'm going to change these values because I've stalled at trying to rotate at 131. Usually I get a good rotation at 140. So that's going to be my my goal here. And just keep in mind I am not a real-life pilot. I'm doing my best. Hello, Russian person. Turn on our window heats here. It has been a minute since I've done my turnaround state, so APU should be started. Turn on our seatbelt sign. Okay, let's throw this over here. We'll contact ground and get ready for pushback. Then we'll do startup, and it'll all be dandy. I think we are good to go for pushback. So we're not going to be pushing back too far.
Southwest. 22737300.
Get rid of our ground crew.
Southwest 22737300. Pushback.
They should all disperse.
Report ready for taxi.
Pushback approved. Report ready for taxi. Yeah, like I said, PMDG I miss. You know, but I love this IXCG, and then they have some pretty good freeware. I don't know. You take the good with the bad. And as far as add-ons, I mean, there's still quite a lot. So, right, let's make sure our ground crew is clear, and then we'll push back. I'm just gonna hurry them along a little bit. Oh, I need to read back.
Pushback approved. Southwest 22737300.
Ground handling. We'll just hide them all. Got to get rid of that cart. I don't know why it's still there. It's not connected to us, so I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go nose to the right. And we will make sure all of our pumps are on. Looks like they are. We will start the right engine. You're gonna see that going up. I don't know how to read Russian. I apologize. So I have no clue what you're saying. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We'll add some fuel there. We'll set our flaps to 5 for takeoff. Get that ready. Okay. What else? Once that goes back to off, I believe it does it auto. Yep. Set that to continuous. We'll start this left engine. So just be aware, a lot of times when I do my turnaround state, for those of you that just started watching, it likes to only have one engine work when I apply thrust. So there's a chance that I might have to reset the aircraft, but I'll do all this as fast as I can. So just be aware of that. Let's get our altimeter as well.
73730 Kilo Bravo Oscar Sierra altimeter 2986.
6. You're a commercial pilot? Nice. Well, I am definitely not. I learned everything on YouTube, so I'm probably going to fuck up a lot, but that's okay. Like, I have no clue how to get to this runway from where we're at, so it's a good start. Looks like we turn around here. Although that's 4 left. We're doing 22 left, so we come down here, cross over. Easy enough. Alright, I think we are pretty much ready. I'm going to do a quick test of... Cool, they're both spooling. At least for right now, so... we should be good. Let's go ahead and turn on our taxi light. Request permission to taxi.
737-300 is ready for tax southwest. 22737-300.
We'll turn this to continuous. Taxi 22 left. Contact tower and holding point. I'd say X-Plane 11 is the best simulator I've used. Alright, let's get out of here, yeah? So, the IXCG is not fully compatible with X-Plane 11, so that's why you see it ice skating a little bit. But you just apply a little bit of forward thrust and it sticks to the ground again, so. Let's go ahead and start our safety aboard, and then I'm going to follow this map to help me figure out where the hell I'm going. I don't even know where we're at, actually. Oh, there we go. So I think all I need to do is I'll come up here, turn right, and then left. So I'll actually turn left. Right now.
And whenever the seatbelt sign is on. It is a Qantas requirement that you keep your seatbelt on.
Also, it says Qantas. I don't know how to change that, so just ignore that. We'll arm that once we get to the runway. So I think I turn right here and then take that left.
That means that the escape
So we'll do that.
nearest exit is different for every flight. Look where the cabin crew are pointing and work out where your nearest exit is. The crew
Here we
will
go.
also point out the lights that indicate
So I've never flown from this
Finally, smoking
airport.
is
Yeah, so
fine
FSX is
and
pretty
not
easy
permitted
to
anywhere
fly
on
it.
this
It's
aircraft.
just, it has different flight
If you're not
dynamics.
sure about anything we've told you,
This just
check
feels
the
a lot
safety card
better,
in
a
your
lot more
seat
fluid.
pocket or
It is
contact
very
the cabin
difficult
crew.
though.
At Qantas, your safety
Especially
is
coming
our
from
priority. Please
FSX.
enjoy the flight.
Okay, so I think we turn down here. Yep, and we take that all the way down and then cross over. So we're just gonna go ahead and cross right now. I think
Approaching 15 right.
15 right. Yep, so we come down here and cross over. I got it. May not be legit, but I got it. Turn our weather radar on. And I'm going to be pressing this button a lot. If you've watched my other streams or anything, you'll notice that I always feel like it's on even though it's not. So that's the reason for that. Make sure everything's good. Oh, I can turn off my turn on my packs, turn off the APU bleed. We'll switch over to those buses, turn off the APU. There we go. I always forget that, so I'm glad I caught that. We have enough fuel. Yep. Oh, you know what? I noticed something I forgot. I'll wait till we get on this little straight here. Looking good. It's a little wing view. See, it looks so bad right now, because I don't have any good scenery. But I'm gonna work on getting some better scenery here pretty soon. So our runway's right over here, so we have a little bit of time while we're doing that. Need to set this to 220. 220. There we go. Packs are on, APU bleeds off. Yeah, I'm still sure. Like I said, I was religious with it, but this is a much bigger challenge to me anyway. The landings, I did a crosswind landing last night. I just use my workflow. I have a X checklist plugin here, I think. I just don't use it. I just use it from memory. That's why I forget things. But I'm going to be doing a world flight with my buddy. So we're going to start off, I believe, in Salt Lake City and then go around the world. So we're going to go to like Manchester and everything, where he lives. And we're going to be using the actual checklist there. This is just kind of on my own, so you're going to see me mess up. That's just how it is. But doing my best, so. Looking good. I'm hoping the next version of IXEG has better wing flex and all. Okay, so we're going to cross this runway here. Just do a little check here. I think we're pretty much good. Right, we're going just past it. Then we'll contact tower once we're on the holding point. Just ahead. I did my safety briefing, right? I hope I did. I didn't. Okay, well. I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Hey, thanks. I've learned a lot through YouTube, and I've glanced over checklists, so I know a fair bit, just not everything. Yeah, I think I already did the checklist, actually. Or not checklist, the safety briefing. I think we're good. We'll do a quick check before we take off. Let's go and contact tower. At least get on their frequency and get ready to. For some reason, you have to pull really far to check in, so just be aware of that. We'll pull in. We'll take this here.
Look where the cabin crew are pointing and work out where your nearest exit is. The crew will also point out
Yep,
the
there it
lights
is.
that indicate a
Ah,
path to the
actually they had a decent amount of time before the
fire hazard and is not permitted anywhere
let's
on
go and
the
request takeoff.
If you're not sure about anything we told you,
Menu
check
up
the safety
to during
card
flight, just so we can get that going. Let's go ahead and turn on our runway.
At Qantas, your safety is our priority.
APU is off. I think we're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and set our
737-300. Wind is calm. Runway to the
heading
cleared for
just
takeoff.
straight out. Let's read that back.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway to the left.
Wind is calm, clear for takeoff.
737-300.
Check this side over here real quick. Alright, I think we're looking good. Both engines are actually spooling today, so looks like we're going to have a decent takeoff. Flip auto throttle on. So I'm not so great with speeds, so hopefully I get that right. I believe you have to be under 280 or 200, under 10,000, but I'm not exactly sure about that. So
Approaching 2 left.
looks like it's a fairly straight shot out and to the left, so we'll get ready for that. We have a whole lot of runway too, so. We'll just roll into this one.
On runway 2 left.
Not the best frames here, but that's okay. It's because I'm streaming. Alright, let's do this. That toga switch. Get some forward pressure here. Both engines look to be spooling. Let's do this. Airspeed's alive. I believe that's when I say that. I'm not quite sure. $80 knots. $100 knots. A little bit of push to the left there. B1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Okay. We're going to continue our heading. Let us. Flap set 1. Let us. I always have issues with this. There it is. Do heading select, speed select. I'm going to roll this up. 175 or 180. Okay. Contact Boston Center. We'll do that. And Center. Do our initial call. Oh, you used an engine failure? I've had a bird strike once. That was interesting. Lock this. Flaps all the way up. Turn left heading 142. Move that back. Okay. Push this from continuous to off. Clean up the cockpit a little bit. This is going to spin us around and direct us hopefully to our waypoint. Let's get a wing view here. Yeah, it's all default scenery, so it's not going to look good until we get to JFK, where I have some scenery. Well, we're on our way. So pretty flawless takeoff there. I don't think we had any issues. Let's check our flight OP. Uneventful. Welcome to passengers. We're at 77% so far. Not bad, not bad. So we'll wait for that direction to turn left. Should be coming in. Yep, 093. Back. So what we'll do is once we line up with this, we'll go ahead and just hit LNAV and VNAV and go off that. Yeah, no, I can imagine. I mess up all the time. I've actually stalled on live stream, so that was in the MD-80. So I've gotten to know this aircraft a lot better though. So oops, I don't want tower view. This. It's a good looking plane though. There you go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit LNAV and VNAV here. Going up 3,000. It should align itself, I hope. Oh, nope, we have to set the next waypoint there so it doesn't. There you go. Cool, we're on our way. Ah, shit, I went too fast up under. Oh well. Let's roll this back down. I'm probably going to get hit for it, but I always do that. I always switch too early. So I'm probably going to get a speed penalty. So we're only at, what, under 5,000 feet? Not yet. We haven't gotten hit for it yet. So we'll slow down a little bit. So we don't get in trouble there. Looks like the clouds are going to clear up instantly. There we go. Should be a relatively smooth flight. I didn't see much, many issues. Climbed to 9,000 feet. That's, oh. Stopped climbing. Weird. See, I'm not professional by any means. So we have a pretty sharp turn to the right. Probably close this now. Our frequency swaps won't be as quick. So we're going to go for a Cat 3 landing, although I've been having an issue where the plane goes a little bit too far to the left. I guess it's right here. So I might take it down to a Cap 2 landing. We'll see. We're working on those. It's been landing a lot better. So, like I said, I did a pretty nasty crosswind landing last night. But we're going to climb to our altitude here. Okay, so let's do a quick checklist just for my sake. So flaps are up, RTOs turn off, engine start selectors are off, seatbelt signs are still on, window heat on, anti-ice as needed, not yet. There you go. Fuel, we're looking good. Climbing through 6,000 feet here in a second. Yeah, I think we're good for now. At least until we have that turn to our right, and then I'll probably tell us to bump up altitudes. I would love to be a pilot, but I don't have the money, you know, so it is what it is. I do flight sims now. That's my thing. Fun there. I do some LSPDFR in Grand Theft Auto. I kind of live through video games. Oh, that's cool. Thanks to you guys who are actually watching this. Let's see if I'm getting docked at all. No, it looks like it's a good takeoff so far. Forgot to check that. Just want to see our runway info. We should be told to. We should expect this approach. 33 left, I think it is. So 11:35 and 3:15 is what we'll look for. Yeah, IXCG did a wonderful job. Even though this plane is meant for X-Plane 10, it still works phenomenally in X-Plane 11. You just can't open the doors. You have to manually set up the APU, and it slides around a little bit. But otherwise, it's great. Oh, you know what I can do? Turn off my taxi and runway lights. So yeah, nice little steady climb here. It's amazing what you can learn on the internet. I'll tell you what. From flight level 220. Climb flight level 220. Southwest 22. There we go. So once we hit 10,000, I'll hit the VNAV. I just don't want to go too fast because I've gotten docked for it. And I have a theory, I don't know if it's correct, but I always get your vertical climb speeds were too high. And I haven't gotten it yet. Usually I get it by now if I'm going over 200 knots. I'm going to wait till I get to 3,000 or 10,000, then I'll roll up the speed and see if that helps. So is there any flights you guys want to see? Because I'd love to do them. I usually just do things out of Salt Lake City. So, yeah, that makes sense. I'm sure they want a lot of time in simulators. I just don't have the money to even start. I eventually, before I retire, I want to get a little Cessna and a private license. But until then, let's turn on some Blue FX just to make it pretty. I like high dynamic range. There you go. Okay, looks like it's 0. So I still have a little bit of time before I need to turn that on. Probably once I get to my cruise, turn it on. Alright, just going to be passing through 2,000 for just a second here. Once it does, we will turn off our landing lights, hit our VNAV, and then we'll wait till we get to our cruising altitude and we'll start serving drinks and that. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna serve a meal and a movie just to get those brownie points. And we're just gonna listen for ATC to direct us for our flight levels. Let's go ahead and get our VNav and turn off all of our lights here. We're good to go. I really need to get ortho tiles. I wish I had enough disk space for the entire US. That would be great. But I don't. So, it's too bad. Make sure we're still climbing there. This is our top of climb. Zoom that out. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm just gonna do a vertical speed here. It's just not wanting to climb. There it goes. Start to climb. It's 4 degrees up here. It's not bad. Weather's looking pretty clear. Looks like we might go through some stuff here. Starting off. Let's start serving some drinks here. Then we'll get a meal and a movie going.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now serving drinks. We are now serving our in-flight cuisine. Could you please extend your tray table and lift your seats to the upright position?
Go, got a movie going. So yeah, like I said, that just kind of gives me yeah, see, I'm getting these vertical climbing speeds at smash for too steep. I don't know what that's about. I can never not get that. I can do the descent without it. But not this. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to research that. Unless anybody else knows. But, see, we got those brownie points, so our score raised. That's why I do that. Let's go menu up. We'll select landing, so we'll get that going later. Yeah, we're pretty much good to just kind of do our thing until we get vectored for an approach. We should have a relatively smooth landing. Which mod? I have a few. I have the IXCG. I have an ATC here. I'll just give you the plugins. These are all the ones I have. That'll be easier. I have a ton. 220 for quite a while, and then at Robber, here's our top of descent. We'll see what ATC wants us to do. Usually they have us descend a little bit before that, so we'll see. Although I've had them do it after. So once we near our top of descent, I will set up our ILS frequency and course information. We'll be good. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. Just be a second.
Altimeter setting.
Alright, I'm back. See, it looks like this light is on, and I don't know why. I think maybe if I go into Blue FX, I can turn down the brightness a little bit. This is too much. It just, I don't know, it always looks like it's on. 300 feet below flight level clearance. We're going up. Calm down. We're getting there. Turn off our seatbelt sign. We're at our cruise altitude. There it goes.
The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You may now take off your seatbelt.
Turn this off. Do their thing. 220. Just 200 feet below. We're moving on up. I really need some better ortho tiles. Some ortho tiles at all. Make this thing look a lot better. Yeah, it's a pretty short flight though. I mean, our top of descent's just right here. It's only, so it's after Charlie, right? So it's only 60, 100 miles, I'll say. So for the wing view, I get that actually a lot. I get that question a lot. In the IXCG, all you do is you click here. I can't do it because the engine's on, but you open the window, you move your camera outside of the window, save the camera with control and then whatever numpad you want, switch back inside, close the window, and then go back to that camera, and you'll be able to move it around. Blue FX, I just Googled, and I found it. I believe it's free. So, gotcha. That makes sense. I recommend ortho. That if you have the money, get. I don't have X and Viro yet. I just got the mod for it. I need to activate it. SkyMax is really good. I have XRAAS. It helps you with runways and stuff. Easy pushback's good if the plane doesn't come with it. What do you mean, the window's like what? Like open or like this? Like in the wing view? All I did was move the camera inside and then poked it out. So that's what I did for that. And then the windows, they open in this model. In other models, X camera's a good mod, so. Oh, you're good. So for the wing view, are you asking how to move around or anything, or what exactly do you need to know? Yeah, so with the IXCG, you're stuck in the cockpit. This is the IXCG 737, or 733, I believe it actually is. It's a classic. So see, I can't move through. So you got to open the window and then close it, and you'll be good to move around outside. And then you just use your arrow keys or whatever you set up to move back. And then control and numpad to save, and voila. And for this particular model, in front of the turbine is better, but... Gotcha. Yeah, that's how I did it. So I've gotten pretty good with this plane. I can get you a list of all mine. So I have the 757 version 2 Airfoil Labs, I have the A320, and then I have the Rotate MD-80. So my favorites in order is probably IXCG, the A320, the Airfoil Labs, MD-80, and then the 757. I've had so many problems with this. But yeah, so these are all the planes I have. Nice. Alright, so we're pretty much just chilling here until they transfer us to probably, I don't know what center they'd use. Probably New York Center. That's my guess. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of other flights to do. So if you guys have any, please let me know. I'm thinking I'll do a Cross America one throughout the week. Maybe do San Francisco to Salt Lake to Arizona, Arizona to Nashville, or no, to Dallas, and then Dallas to Nashville, Nashville to New York. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so I have the Zibbo mod, and that's okay. The VNav and LNav are a little wanky, and it's really hard to control. But it's not a bad option for free, you know. But IXCG, I'd say go for first. It's expensive, and it's not even made for X-Plane 10 or 11 yet. It's made for 10. But if you can get past the wiggling, initially, I'm going to turn on my ATS. If you can get past that initial wiggling, like when you're parked and all that, it's just amazing. Everything in it is just so detailed. So, it's my go-to, and the A320 is a fly-by-wire, and I like a little bit more control, so. Yeah, and then also, if you like ATC, get this 124th ATC version 2. It's awesome. You have to put in the entire flight plan from your FMC. I don't know if you've been here that long, but basically you put every route or every stop you have, except for the airport or your runway. So I did meals all the way through my first, which I forgot what it was, but basically if I did it right now, it'd be from Buzzard to meals, and then it'll direct you and it'll help you land. I didn't know anything about ATC, and this helped a lot, and I was able to do an IVAP flight or IVAO flight online, so. And there's going to be more of those to come. I'm going to keep practicing. Once I get confident enough in that, I'll start doing streaming with it, so that way you guys can hear that. It's intimidating. I accidentally said fuck on the airway, so that was fun. My buddy wouldn't shut up about it. Use VATSIM. Gotcha. I want to use VATSIM too for US base, but I do a lot of flights overseas, which is funny because I'm in Utah. I live in Utah, so. But I have a friend over in Manchester that I've been flying with. We're doing a shared cockpit around the world, so we're probably going to be using this unless we can get the 757 to work properly. Right, we're getting sort of near our descent. Let's check out our plan here. Probably should have done that before, but worst case we can vector ourselves or just follow ATC. So let's step through this. So we have Robber. Yeah, it gets a little weird. Looks like we pass the runway and then come back. And then it, like, does that shit again. I don't know what it's thinking. We'll see what ATC tells us to do. I probably should have checked that before. Actually, you know what? We can skip waypoints. What I'll do is, we'll go from say to Parch to CCC to Robber, and then we can try skipping this, see if that helps. So we'll go to Zach's from JFK. Yeah, that's much better. I think that's gonna work better. Worst case, we'll just reroute. We'll skip that waypoint that's not on our Yeah, so my flights, I actually found, I have a Cessna SATEC, quadrant and rudders, and then the yoke. And that was only 200, I found that online. This plane was like 75, I think, or 71. And then I got SkyMax, I forgot how much that is. Oh, shit. Then the planes, so yeah, I think this is 70, this is 60, I think, maybe 40. I think this was 60 as well, or 70. I forgot the exact prices. This was only like 30, this was 60. So it's pretty expensive. Probably money I shouldn't have paid. Oh well. It is what it is. Got some nice cloud. This is why SkyMax is worth it. SkyMax Pro. Oh, so nice. Ground handling is really nice too. So yeah, when it calls for, I forgot which one we took out. Whatever was after Robert, JFK. We'll just tell it to skip the ATC, and then it should just put us down to where we need to be. Worst case, we can do a go around. So. But usually it gets you down to the altitude you need to be at. Looks like we're going to be doing this, cutting back and going forward. Yep, that's what it's doing. So what we'll probably do is just vector ourselves and do that. So we might have to cut out the ATC because I don't know how this mod deals with it, but we'll probably go Robert and then just... Actually, we could go Robert and then Zax, and then that'll put us on the localizer and we'll be able to land. That'll work. Never mind. I apologize for any chewing you might hear. I haven't eaten yet, so... It's -10. Good thing I turned on my NTS. We are almost at our top descent. Getting really close. Are we over water? Oh, look at that. No. No clue we're gonna go over water. Let's see. Looks like there's a little bit of a wind because this is where we're pointed towards in our waypoints. Oh no, here's where our waypoint points, and this is where our nose is. So it looks like there's a little bit of wind pushing this way, I think. Maybe this one. I don't know. I'm not a pilot. Check this out. Man. Nice little window view mod, or not mod, but editing. Sorry about that, I stepped away. Some of them do. So I took different plugins and just tried them, and X-Passenger worked fine. And BlueFX did. I know BlueFX is technically X-Plane 10, but like I said, it works fine for me here. So yeah, X-Passenger, that's worked fine for me. So I usually try it. If I have no issues, it's perfect. If I have issues, then I won't use it. So that's kind of been my my policy. I think we're doing 3-1 left, coming in. Alright, so we have to be at 1800 to catch that, to catch the ILS auto land frequency. Just want to make sure we're doing that. Anyways, I will be right back. We're nearing our top of descent. Just in case, I'm going to go ahead and put in this information. 11:35. Just a little bit preemptively. Worst case, I can change that. And then the course, 3:15. we're set for that. So once we get a little closer, we'll announce our descent. Go from there. Just about at our top of descent here. So we're going to be getting ready to land relatively soon. This is a very short flight. We're only 80 miles out from the airport. So we'll just wait till ATC tells us to reduce our altitude. Why does it feel like that just cuts off? It's just how it is. Yep. Straight off there. Alright, come on. I wonder what its plan is for us. We are just at our top of descent. You said it. 04 left. Alright, we'll go with 04 left. Archer arrival. It's ILS, that's all I care about. Let's go ahead and put in this information so it's 1090. That way they'll direct us in. I want to see how small that runway is, though. Oh, that's a good size runway. I'm not mad about that. So descend 15,000 feet. Okay. Back, let's go ahead and, oops, not altitude, hold on, vertical speed, and we're going to go at about 17. Alright, let's descend now. Announce that. I am going to change this to 200 knots.
Switch off all electronic devices and return your seats and tray tables to their upright and stood position.
Okay, so we're at 200 knots now. Turn our seatbelt sign on. There we go. So like I said, the ATC will kind of direct us, and it should 2984. Let's make sure that's set. 654. And they should lead us directly into our runway. So we'll just stay on our VNAV until they tell us to go heading direct, and we'll do that. So 1190 or 1090 to 90. Course is 45. There's that. Alright, I think we are set. We're slowing down here. Want to see. Okay, that's not a bad route in. Yeah, it's not bad at all. They'll direct us there too, so it shouldn't be an issue. Cool beans. Right, so we are how far from the airport now? Let's see, so we have 20, 40, 50, we'll just say about 50. Oh, I can just tell you right here. That's stupid of me. We are just under 80, so about 60 miles away from the airport. So that's nothing. Almost there. I'm going to start slowing down to 200 knots just because I'm paranoid about my speed. Actually, I'll do 220. But I'm going to go down to 180 before I hit 10,000 feet. That's my roll. And then we need to be at, looks like 1,500 to land on runway 04 left. There goes my frames. We're going to be doing a full 40 flat landing tonight. We will see if I'm landing her on my own. Doesn't look like there's too much wind, so I might be able to do this on its own. So we're going to go for that Cat 3 landing, and if not, I will take over. Okay, that'll be the deal. Go ahead and turn off our anti-ice. We don't need that. Okay. Oh, it's gonna crash, isn't it? Gotta be kidding me. Fuck me. Yep, there it goes. Alright, I'm gonna load up, God damn it. Of course it fucking does that. I'm gonna load up, X-Plane again, and we'll start at JFK and do that landing ourselves. Fuck, I'm sorry, guys. That's shitty. God damn it. Fuck. That is not what you want to happen. Ugh. It's frustrating. Sorry about that, guys. It looks like one of my ortho sceneries is messed up. So we'll try a 10... we'll do a 3-mile approach, and I'll just put her down myself. At least have an ending to this. So we're going to do a 04 left. Do a 3 nautical mile approach. Start flight. Sorry, I know it's kind of a downer when it crashes right before. I know all my viewers shitty. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. Damn it. All that for nothing. X-Plane decided to be a little bit stupid. Wonder if this is gonna crash. Looks like it is. Oh god, that sucks so bad. Ah, there it is. So the game usually pauses, so I'm just going to give it a minute to figure itself out. Whoa. Alright. Well, we're at least on the glide slope, so we can set that up. We'll see if it's capable. Everything else should be theoretically set up. Yeah, it looks like it is. So we'll just do approach and whoops. We'll do that and see. I'm assuming our gear. There's the pause. Give it a minute to think. It always does this. It pauses for a second and then it'll reload. I don't know if it's plain thinking, but there we go. We're set again. I'm really sorry about this, guys. What is it doing? It doesn't know what it wants.
Flaps. Flaps.
Shut up. Alright, I'm gonna land this non-legitly.
Approaching 04 left.
We're actually low now, so this is good. God damn it, I'm so sorry, guys. That's shitty. auto throttle off. Take it myself. Let's see how well I can do, given the circumstances. We're still pretty low and to the left. A little slow too. Why is it accelerating?
Minimum.
I don't know why, but... Oh, you know what it is? It's, in a turnaround state. Preferences. Shit, we're not making this. To be fair, it wasn't my fault on that one. Yep, there it is. Let's, reset this. I don't know if this stream could be any worse. Fuck me. Alright, let's,
Flaps. Flaps.
let's start our, descent sometime this year. There we go. Fuck. That kills me.
Too high.
Shut up.
Too high.
I know. I'm aware. This is gonna be a rough landing, boys. Damn it. Can't believe my game crashed. For those of you just watching now, my game crashed and I just loaded up a little 3 nautical mile approach. That's why I'm so high. So, just kind of a little... I'm not an idiot. I'm just dealing with some shit. Okay, now we're on the glide slope here. Looking a little bit better. Let's try to line up a little better. A little bit slow. Speed up. We're accelerating this time. Should have full flaps now, so there we go. So I am hand flying this. This is a visual approach because my game fucked up. So if we're not a center, you know why. Here we go. 80, 70, 60, 50, 40. 30. Let's flare. Okay, not a bad landing. Reverse thrusters. Spoilers engaged. Acceptable landing. Pretty hard, but I mean, considering, I'll take it. Sorry about that, guys. It's definitely not how I wanted to end the fucking video, but I'll probably do one more landing just because. Nope, see, there it is again. So it's something to do with this airport. So, again, I'm sorry, guys, but I'm just getting in here. I'm gonna hash out these issues, and tomorrow I will do another flight and make sure this is fixed. So, anyways, you guys have a great rest of your night, and I really want to thank you for watching, even through the crashes. And if you have any questions or anything, or want to see anything, just let me know in the comments on this or in a previous video and I'll get to it. Alright guys, you have a good one.